Hello and welcome to the very last TBRvatar of 2022 and the last TBR of 2022, as it tends to be around December and the end of the year, you know. But today we are Frankensteining it and combining some things. So like last time I did the spooky TBR and I kind of adjusted the board to do a little bit of that. This time we have a bunch of very interesting gifts doodled quickly by Logan. So we have this, and I wonder what that is. I will pop these on the board in the spaces that I think nothing is. So instead of the cards, we're basically going to like the deck. We're gonna need to be using, that one has Slippy, and I love how this one's wrapped. So we're gonna pop them onto the board, and if I land on something else, then I will play the TBRvatar as per, and that book will be for my December general TBR. But if I land on any of the gifts, I have the old favor pass right here with me, as well as the prompts, and we're just gonna leave everything to chance. So I don't even know how many books I'm gonna be reading outside of the readathon days, how many I'm gonna be trying to read inside the readathon. So we're gonna roll until it feels right, but it will be obviously a little bit of a risk whether I want to get more books for which sites. This might end up being a lot of bad choices, but I guess we'll see. So I have my prompts, I have my D&D box with my die in here. If I land on the gifts, I will still be going a chance route. So I will be rolling a d6 die and seeing where this lands me on the map, and then we will figure out the TBR that way. I'm excited, I'm nervous, and all of the things, all the emotions. We'll see how I do, because I did very well last time. If you missed the previous episode, I will link it here. It was a very fun one, and I enjoyed my TBR, and I actually smashed it. So fingers crossed this continues in December. Definitely November was a break in between, but that's fine. Very quickly before we go on, I want to talk about today's sponsor, which is a Book of the Month. Book of the Month is a US-based subscription box where you pick a book from 5 to 7 options and it gets shipped right to your door. Now they ship not only to US but to Canada as well, so if you are Canadian and you would like to check this out, you now can. They carefully curate from a lot of choices to narrow it down for you to then always get a new hardcover release without being too overwhelmed with all of the choices. If you ever do want to skip a month, that's also a very easy thing to do. And if you want more content, they also have a podcast. So you can select one book, or you can also add on more books onto your order if you so fancy. And from the selection in December, I have picked the following. First is The Circus Train, which is a historical fiction also featuring a disabled main character. And I also really wanted to add a winter festive romance, because I do like to read those sometimes if I can, so I'll try to put this into my TBR as well. It is called Kiss Her Once for Me. Book of the Month are also running a very good deal currently, so if you were ever on the fence or just want to try something whilst it's basically on deal, you can use the code WONDER to get your first book for $5. I will leave the link to their website down below, as well as the code for you to copy and paste into the system. And thank you so much to Book of the Month for continuously working with me and supporting this channel, and thank you guys also for allowing me to work with people and support the channel. Alright, back to it. So, as I said, the last month I really smashed it, and I read all of my TBR that I had, which were these. I speak about all of these, I want to say, in my spooky blog, so if you missed that, I will also try and remember to link that down below. But this does mean that I take 5 steps forward, so we're starting further in the board than we are now, and not going back. Look at us. Who would have thought? So normally I limit myself to 5 rolls or 5 spins. This time I think I'm going to play with different rules. I'm gonna roll until I think I have a good composition with outside readathon versus readathon. So again, this could be terrible. This could be setting myself up to go all the way back in the board the next time we play, but hopefully not. Okay, let's go do the spin number 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello? I'm also using Logan's figurine because I cannot find mine because of this. Dude, no, no. That is a 3. So 1, 2, 3. starting strong already with getting something for the readathon, which could be good or could be terrible if all of my rolls actually stop on the readathon. I'm not quite sure. I don't have a plan for that, so we're just gonna hope that the universe, you know, doesn't do us dirty in those type of chances. So I also just find it funny how my D&D box is so random. I have like some leaves here. Should I roll the Slippy die or Purple Magic? I will roll in Slippy's honor. Okay, let's just use the lid. Is that gonna fall out? Is that a 2? That's a 2. So, oh, okay. So we're going to the Shank and Shaw legitimate retailer is the first bit that we step in. So I clearly went and used the portal and it took me to the shadiest place. Nice. Okay. So we'll take it as the first prompt, which is read a horror book. And let me... Is this considered horror? Ah, shit, it is not. Okay. We're gonna go with the book that I mentioned in literally the previous video, which is The Hole, What Moves the Dead. So again, this is a gripping and atmospheric retelling of Edgar Allan Poe's classic The Fall of the House of Usher. Sleepwalking and kind of remote countryside horror. And I'm assuming things that move the dead and a lot of fungus stuff, I think. So we're gonna give another go to Kingfisher, which I also want to do. So I didn't necessarily feel like reading this for sure, but the game has spoken. The game has spoken, and maybe it's gonna be a new favorite. Who knows? So we got our first read for the readathon. Let's see what the spin 2 is. I'm also gonna replace this because it's very out of date. That is an 8, barely. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Well, back to the portal we go, I guess. Now I'm thinking maybe setting this game up like this. Not the wisest of choices, but you know, it suits Dovanthia, so it's fine. Okay. I'll just release it. What is that? A 5. Okay. Oh, also if I get a 6, which is the Rich Pigeon Pub, then I get to count it as if I've done something. But it's a free pass basically, so I can just chill and watch a movie or something. Clearly, after I've visited a very, very dodgy place, but totally legit, I'm gonna be in the mood for some occult stuff and go to the Occult Premonitions, which is read a science fiction, which I am not mad about, but I need to think of... Oh, the Patreon read. Let me grab it. Okay, so listen to this. A generation, so it's a generational book, and we also follow time travel being invented. So we have the invention of the time travel, future, where the big time travel is a big business. Did you steal a die? Anyway, the POV from the future, which is like 2017, gets a message from further future with a kind of news clipping about a murder, and I think we're gonna go investigate that. Obviously there's gonna be time travel, so I'm very excited, and the book is The Psychology of Time Travel, which has been with me for a while now, and I really need to read this, and so I'll report back as to how this is, but I'm very excited to read this with Patreons and also discuss it. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited. It's been a hot second since I had a time travel book, and I'm itching. So I'm scratching the itch apparently this month. That sounds gross, but also has a ribbon. I think that caffeine that I've been drinking throughout the whole day is finally kicking in. Okay, so far so good. I would be okay if we don't stand on another readathon prompt, because the readathon is only 10 days and the rest are just December, so... Okay. That's a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4... No! Oh my god. Not the Cabbage Pot. Confession time. But this has not been updated since its inception. So, that is just how wildly out of date this is. I'm worried. I am very worried. I feel like chances are this is not gonna be a book that I want to read currently, but maybe we're lucky. So, okay, I need to hurry up because it's gonna get really dark. I mean, it's already getting dark, but, oh, I forgot about this. I forgot about this, but, I mean, honestly not in the mood to read this, like at all, because I don't remember what happened in the first one, but I'm gonna find a summary somewhere online, and I think this is fine. You know, it could have been way worse, so this is fine. This is fine. It's fine. Ah, the pot. I've been living so nicely without it. Took me like 3 years to find the book, but I found it. So this is the second book in the Avatar novel series following the Avatar Kyoshi. I did really enjoy the first one when I read it. I just never continued, so I guess I'm continuing now. This has been years. It literally has been years, so definitely need to brush up. Not necessarily again in the mood for it, but you know, fingers crossed. It's all good. It's fine. But we do have the book for the rest of December, so at least that. Okay, let's get another one. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. TBRvatar. TBRvatar is a book recommended by a friend, and normally I would call someone, but I actually don't need to because just yesterday Cody was literally shouting at me to read this book that I've actually already started. I actually want to say in August during the autumn equinox, and that is Tomorrow, Tomorrow and Tomorrow, which is this kind of like nostalgic video game sci-fi book, and I was enjoying it, but I was so little in it. I was literally just like a couple of chapters and something else came up, and it was like at the end of the month, so you know, everything just kind of rolled over and left this one behind. So I'm not sad to get back into this. A little bit worried because I think my expectations were very high, and Cody obviously adored this, so they're not lower by any means, so hopefully this holds up. But I'm excited to have this one as well for my non-readathon TBR, and now I kind of am hoping to get another readathon prompt, and that might be fine. Or actually no, non-readathon, I don't know. Let's just see what the board has for us. That's very much an 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, so close. Oh. So 5 back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. No, that's fine. That's good. Once again in the old favor pass. So what was that? 2. Oh, god damn it. I mean, maybe it's fine. I say that I didn't really plan on seeing more horror things at the moment, but I've been consistently watching shows that lean towards horror, so maybe this is fine. It's just not what I was expecting, not gonna lie. So, the second one for the Shank and Shawl, which clearly the Vanthia is just making herself at home for after the brief escape to get some occult stuff done. But I do, however, get a necromancy kitty, so who am I to complain, you know? But I need a horror book with primarily black covers, so I think I'm gonna go with House of Hollow. Obviously it has the face, so looks a bit lighter now that I look at it. I mean, the background is black, and we're just gonna accept that it's a primarily black. Oh, Zeus is stealing my figurine. Zeus! Trust me, this is fine. This is fine. Maybe it's not fine. Who am I kidding? This is not primarily black. Fine, you win. I got another one. This one's called Follow Me to Ground, and it's supposed to be kind of like creepy gravedigger vibes, I think. And we're following Ada and her father, but they're not actually human. I think they're made. It's a fairly short one, so that should also help because this is now the 3rd book for that week. So how are we looking? So for the readathon bit, we have these 3 books, and I think I'm fine. I don't need any more for that week. But then for the rest of the month, I only have these. So I'm kind of tempted to roll for another one. I mean, if I don't get to it, it's just a step back, so it's fine. Just looking at the board, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. So there is a 2 in 8 chance that I will unfortunately land on a readathon slot. 6 out of 8 chance that I won't. So I think I'm gonna take that chance and hope for another book for like the rest of the December TBR. This is not the collection of book I thought I would be reading this month either, so interesting. Okay, should we risk it? Let's risk it. So what we don't want is... Oh, and this one leads there. Shit. Wait a moment. So now, if we get 2, we get a readathon. If we get 4, we get a readathon. If we get 5, we go back here, we get a readathon. If we get 7, we get a readathon. Not the best odds. Not the best odds. Well, shit. Okay. That's a Cabbage Pot. I am not hoping for a Cabbage Pot. You will not catch me hoping for a Cabbage Pot. Okay. Let's just do the thing. That's a 7. Wait, 7's good, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 7 is bad. Never mind. 7 is bad. Sorry for the light, but it literally is now pitch black, so we're just gonna deal with this. So, you know, the hope is not lost. If we get 6, if we roll 6, then I don't get another book for the readathon bit, which would be good. Not gonna lie. And then I'll roll again and risk it again. So please 6, please. Oh my god! Slippy pulled through. The frog on the die does mean 6. I actually can't believe, I somehow cannot even believe that this worked. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. We get a pass, we got a pass. So let's go risk it again. I don't know why I even came back, okay. So 3 would be bad, 5 would be bad. Yeah, okay. Are you fucking kidding me? Alright, 1, 2, 3. Would it be too much to hope for another 6? Probably, so let's see. Wait a damn moment, you cannot be real. Okay, we get another pass. Thank you, Slippy Dice. This is what happens when you use Slippy Dice. Slippy's pulling through for my well-being. Oh, back to the book. I will get another book. And hopefully in the regular December period, like, spots. Anyway, I think only 2 would be bad now. So you better not. Okay, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I actually don't remember what this is. I said that I would be trying to tackle this shelf, the priority shelf. So let me just pick some books from here and then let the cats pick. Okay, this is what we're working with, and I think it needs to be Zeus that gets here. I'm sorry, my guy. Sniff one. I need you to touch one. Please touch a book. Zeus. Okay, maybe Momo will pick. Touch one. That one? Are you sure? Oh, he's sure. Okay. Thank you. Okay, Zeus was not in a picking mood, although he's again stealing. You know, this is so chaotic. I am content and I am done now. We're just gonna go with this now, and this is it. A very nice Christmassy end to the TBR, which this is the final one. I'm actually gonna go because Zeus is gonna choke on that figurine. So thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you're reading, and I'll chat to you in the comments. Bye!